Alright, imagine this. You're stuck on a desert island. The BBC says you can bring 3 books. The Bible, Shakespeare, and 1 free pick. What do you choose? Christopher Nolan? He goes full intellectual curveball and picks 2 dense volumes of Jorge Luis Borges. 2 books, not 1. And not just any books. Mind-bending collections of short stories that mess with reality, time, and your entire understanding of what storytelling can do. Now, why would the guy who made Inception and Tenet, movies already packed with twisty timelines, choose a writer so obscure even most English majors haven't read him? That's the rabbit hole we're diving into today. Let's get real. Nolan's movies are like a chess match for your brain. You're either obsessed with his cerebral style or frustrated by how cold it feels. But here's the kicker. Borges isn't just some fancy name drop for film brothers. This guy's work is pure narrative weaponized. Take The Library of Babel, one of the stories Nolan loves. Picture an infinite library with every possible book ever. That sounds awesome until you realize 99.9999% of it is gibberish. Even the one book that explains everything exists, but you'll never find it because it's buried under endless lies. How messed up is that? It's like Borges predicted the internet age. Endless information, zero truth. And Nolan? He's out here filming Tenet with inversion and time loops. Coincidence? I don't think so. Then there's the Immortal. Spoiler, immortality isn't some epic superpower. It's a curse where you lose all motivation. Imagine living forever but ending up as a grunting cave dweller, lying in a hole for centuries. The guy who finds the immortality river literally becomes Homer, the ancient poet, and no one cares. What's brilliant here is how Borges flips the myth. We're obsessed with living forever, but he's like, yeah, but have you considered how boring eternity would be? And suddenly, Nolan's Interstellar and its obsession with love transcending time feels like a direct rebuttal. Or is it? Maybe these guys are just obsessed with the same questions. What's the point of existence if time's not a barrier? Now, here's what most people miss. Borges isn't just abstract for abstract's sake. His stories are tools. They force you to question how we build meaning. If every possible book exists in that library, then originality is dead, right? But wait, Nolan's career is built on original blockbusters. How does that work? My theory? He's not stealing ideas. He's stealing frameworks. Borges gives him permission to structure stories like puzzles, where the answer might not even exist. That's why Memento works backward and Inception folds dreams into dreams. He's not just playing with time. He's playing with truth itself. And let's talk about that third Borges book he didn't pick, Selected Poems. Why skip it? Maybe even Nolan draws a line at 1920s Argentinian poetry. Fair. But here's the bigger point. Borges' nonfiction is just as wild. He wrote essays dissecting myths and literature in ways that make you rethink entire genres. So when Nolan says he'd reread these on a desert island, he's not just choosing stories. He's choosing philosophy, a survival guide for the mind. Because if you're stuck alone forever, you need ideas that regenerate. Not just how do I escape, but why does escape even matter? So where does this leave us? Nolan's not just a director. He's a literary critic with a camera. Every movie's a thesis on time, memory, and identity. And Borges? He's the guy who gave him the blueprint. The next time you watch Dunkirk and its ticking clock timelines, ask yourself, is this just a war story? Or is it another version of that infinite library, where every moment exists at once, and the only way to survive is to create your own narrative order? Personally, I think that's the real twist here. Nolan's not melting our minds with effects. He's just showing us the Borges-shaped maze he's been wandering his whole career. And honestly, I'm here for it. What about you?